Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So today we will get into logical operators and conditional statement if. So let us continue our class, and if you are having any doubt, feel free to mention it in the comment area. So let us begin. So logical operators. So relational operators are sometimes used with logical operators to construct more complex decision-making statements. Some of them are as follows. They are and, or, and, not. So let us take one of them at a time. First is AND operator. So what does the AND operation say? That the AND operation will give the result true if and only if all conditions associated with it has a true value, otherwise false. So let us take up the truth table. So what is said here is that we are taking two conditions, condition A and condition B, and we are using the AND operation between the two conditions. So let us see. So if we take up one condition, then there are two possible outcomes. Either that condition is true or that condition is false. So a condition is having two answers, either true or false. Now if we take two conditions at the same time, then there are four possible outcomes. So what are those four possible outcomes? So first, if we fix the value of condition A as true, then the condition B can have two outcomes, either true or false. Then in the same manner, if we fix the outcome of condition A as false, then in the same manner condition B can have true value or false value. So these are the four possible outcomes if we consider two conditions at the same time. Now what my AND operation said, that it will give the result true only in that situation where all the conditions are having true value. So only in the first row we can see that these are having both true value. So only in this situation the outcome of AND operation between the two conditions is true, and all other conditions are having false value. Next is OR operation. The OR operation says that the result will be false if and only if all the condition associated with it has a false value, otherwise it will return true. So in the same manner, we have taken two conditions and four possible outcomes are there. So according to our definition, you can see only in the last case we are having both the outcomes as false. So only in this situation the overall result is false, otherwise all are true. Okay. Next is NOT operation. So NOT operation, simply what it does, it reverses the input to get the output. So if we are having a true value, then NOT of that condition is false, and in the same manner if my condition is having false value, then NOT of that operation is true. Okay. Now let us see what are selection statements. So up till now what we have seen in programming, that we are following only one path, but there might come certain situations where there are multiple paths available and we have to choose one of them based upon a certain criteria. Let us take up an example. So how we dress up? So if it is normal day, then we dress up as our will. But what if it is raining? Then what we have to do? We have to wear a raincoat, isn't it? So see, how we dress up is basically depending on the weather condition. If it is normal weather, we are using normal clothing. But if it is rainy season and it is raining, then we have to have a raincoat. So in the same manner, in case of programming, there might come certain situations where we have to take one of the available paths depending upon the condition. So Java allows us to choose a set of instructions for execution depending upon the expression's truth value. So two possible selection statements are there. One is the if and another one is the switch. So in addition, we can also use the ternary operator for replacing certain if-else statements. But for now, let us consider the selection statement if. The if statement is having three syntaxes. First one is we provide the if statement and then we provide a condition. Now, if this condition is true, then only these statements inside this curly brace will get executed. So this type of situation is used only when we have to check up one condition, and if that condition is true, then only certain paths to be used. For example, I am inputting a number, I am taking input a number and I have to check if my number is greater than 10. So I have to see if my number is greater than 10. So only this type of situation, the first syntax could be used. Let us take up the second syntax. The second syntax will basically use when we are having two paths available. So how it is? See, first I will write the if keyword, then I will provide a condition. Now if my condition is true, if my condition is coming as correct, then this statement inside the curly braces of if keyword will get executed. But if this condition is wrong, if this condition is incorrect, then the portion after the else within the curly brace will get executed. So we can have situation like this, that you want to check whether you have passed or failed the exam. So here two possible paths are available. Either you have passed the exam or you have failed the exam. Next, third syntax. So third syntax will be utilized in cases where we have multiple paths available. For example, our grading system. Then there are grade A, B, C, D and much more according to the criteria. So see here what is happening. I provide the if keyword, then I provide my first condition. If my first condition is correct, then the statement within the curly braces of the if keyword will get executed. Next, I will give the second condition. Now if and only if this second condition is coming true, then only this statement will be executed. In this manner, we can have as many else if as we want. That will be depending upon my program. So we can utilize hundreds and thousands of else if depending upon your program's requirement. Now we provide another. See, we are just providing condition n, means we can use as many conditions as we want. And at last we are providing the else part. So if all the condition above else part is not executed, then this else statement will be executed. Okay, this is optional. You may utilize, you may not utilize. Okay. Next, let us take up some examples. So if you are having any doubts, please refer to the comment area. You can mention it in the comment section and I will try to answer it in my next video. So let us take up a program that you take input a number and check if it is greater than 10. So we will be utilizing the first syntax. So we are taking input a number n1 and we are checking whether my number n1 is greater than 10. Then I have to display the message that yes, it is greater than 10. So just only one path. If it is greater than 10, then we will show the message that the number is greater than 10. Okay. Next, let us take up the second example, that we have to take input the age of a person and we have to find out if that person is considered as a senior citizen or not. So let us see the program. So we are taking input the age of a person. Now what is the criteria for a senior citizen? So that person should be at least 65 years or above. So my age should be checking as my age value is greater than or equals to 65. Both are inclusive. So either if I am 65, then also I am considered to be a senior citizen, or if my age is above 65, then also. So that's why I have utilized here greater than equals to. So if my age is greater or equals to 65, then I will be considered as a senior citizen. Otherwise, I am not a senior citizen. Okay. It is clear. Let us consider for the third syntax. So here it is told that we have to take input the billing amount and we have to find out that what discount coupon I am eligible for from the given table. So the table is given as follows. So if my billing amount is up to 10,000 rupees, then I am eligible for a 5% coupon, and if my amount is from 10,001 to 20,000, then I am eligible for 7% discount. If my amount is between 20,001 to 50,000, then I am eligible for 10%, and if my billing amount is greater than 50,000, then I am applicable for 15% discount. So let us see the program. So here we have taken input the amount and I am checking whether my amount is less than or equals to 10,000. So if my amount is less than or equals to 10,000, then I am eligible for 5% discount. Next, what is the second criteria? That if my amount is greater than 10,000 and at the same time the value is less than or equals to 20,000, then I am eligible for 7% discount. The third criteria, if my amount is greater than 20,000 and at the same time less than equals to 50,000, then I am eligible for 10% discount. Otherwise, I am eligible for a 15% discount. So here I have not mentioned the else if because all other values that will be coming will be over 50,000. So that's why I am using the else part. But you could also utilize here else if my amount is greater than 50,000, then 15% discount. You could have also utilized this part. Okay. Now let us take up another operator, ternary operator. So Java includes a special operator that can replace certain if-else statements. So this operator is called ternary, meaning 3 operands are required. So the general syntax is like this. Expression 1, then we provide the keyword question mark. Then we provide expression 2, another keyword colon, and then expression 3. So let us see how it works. So here expression 1 is basically the condition that we are checking. So that expression will have 2 possible outcomes. Either it is correct, that is true, or it is incorrect, that is false. So if my expression 1 is true, then expression 2 will get evaluated. But if my expression 1 is having false, then expression 3 will get evaluated. One thing to keep in mind here is both the expression 2 and 3 are to return the same type of value, and this cannot be a void. Okay. So let us take up some examples. So let us take the example that you have already seen, that we will take input the age of a person and check if he or she is senior citizen. So the program using the if statement we have already seen. So this was it. But if we want to utilize the ternary operator, it will be like this. So as usual, we have taken the age as input. Now what was my condition? Whether I am greater or equals to 65. Whether my age is greater than or equals to 65. Now if my age is greater or equals to 65, that is, this condition is true, then what am I supposed to get the output? The output should be senior citizen. So that's why senior citizen is given. Now why I have utilized here double quotes? Because it is a string constant, and as we have already discussed, string constants are enclosed within double quotation. So we are using the string variable to store the string as senior citizen. But if my condition here provided, that is, I am not greater than or equals to 65, then I am not a senior citizen. So how this works? So this condition is checked. If this condition returns a true value, then the second part of the expression, that is senior citizen, this constant will be stored in the variable, string variable s. But if this part, age is not greater than equals to, this is false, then the part after the colon, that is the third expression, will get evaluated. That means not a senior citizen. This string constant will be stored in the variable s. So after I execute this, I need to just display what is my outcome. So I am just displaying s. So if I provide any value that is greater than or equals to 65, it will show me senior citizen. Otherwise, it will show me not a senior citizen. Okay. So let us take up one more example. So we have to take input a number and check if it is odd or even. So I am just showing you the if part. So I have taken input a number n, and in order to check odd or even, I have to find out the remainder if I divide the number by 2. Why? Because even numbers are divisible by 2. Divisible by 2 means if I divide that number by 2, my remainder will be coming 0. So what is R is storing? R is storing the remainder of my number if it is divided by 2. So if my remainder comes as 0, then it is an even number. Otherwise, it is an odd number. So if the same program is to be done using ternary operator, then it will be like this one. So again I am calculating the remainder. Now what is my condition? That remainder value is 0 or not. So if my remainder value is 0, then what I am supposed to store? Even. But if this is not 0, then odd will be stored. And finally, we are just displaying what is our calculated result. Okay. So hope you have understood. So see you soon in my next video. And if you are having any doubt, feel free to mention in the comment area, which I will try to answer in my next